Hey guys, what's going on? Another morning in the life of just another gamer. Last night I was searching on YouTube trying to find maybe where some of the larger YouTubers and more popular YouTubers maybe had made videos in relation to gaining subscribers, or maybe tips on how to grow your channel, things like that. And when I searched for that, basically just use the term gain subscribers, I come up with nothing but people trying to cheat or hack YouTube's system, or a lot of live streams that are the sub for sub technique, where I subscribe to you, you subscribe to me, all is good and dandy. Well, that one I started doing some research on that, and what I found was the whole sub for sub technique. If that is something that you're considering, or if that is a method that you are currently using, stop, don't, quit. The entire sub for sub technique, the problem is it doesn't gain you active subscribers. I sub to you, you sub to me, you never watch my videos, so it doesn't gain me anything. Subscribers are not what pays you on YouTube. Views are what pays you on YouTube. And if you don't have active subscribers, you get no views. The other thing that I looked at and found with the sub for sub technique is 90% of the time, you might have a significant jump in subscribers. You'll sit for an hour or so on one of these live channels and gain 50, 60, 70 subscribers over the course of an hour or two, and not really have to put much work into it. The problem with that is most of the subscribers that you gain using that technique, within 48 hours unsubscribe from you. That actually hurts your channel, because what will happen after they have unsubscribed from you, if you gain 50 subscribers and 48 or 45 of them unsubscribe from you, what you end up with is a ding in YouTube's algorithms. YouTube will think that your channel is not very popular, so the likelihood of your videos showing up in suggested videos or suggested channels, things like that, become very, very slim and very low. It'll be very difficult for your channel to grow this way, and it's definitely not suggested to use this method. What I've also found is that the sub for sub technique, I think from what I've read anyway, YouTube's terms and conditions are hard to pick through. But if I'm not mistaken, it's against YouTube's terms and conditions. And I think that it should be. It's cheating the system. It's not doing any actual work or creating any actual content for your channel. If you look at a lot of these users that are on these live streams trying to do the sub for sub technique, what you end up seeing is tons and tons of channels that have one or two or even no videos, but they're trying to gain subscribers. What's the point? I don't understand that. Maybe are they thinking in their head that if they gain subscribers and then start creating content, they'll get views and start making money? I don't get it. I don't think that's how that works. You know, I've been active on YouTube since 2012 and consistently uploading at least 1 to 2 videos a week with a schedule or some sort of schedule for a little over a year now. My content is the gaming genre, which is not the greatest genre to break through in YouTube, mainly because there are just so many. I would say 70% of all YouTube videos uploaded are gaming content. That is the largest, most active community on YouTube. And I mean, I'm only sitting at what, 200 subscribers while I'm making this video. I did go through probably about 6 months ago, and I tried the sub for sub technique, and I noticed that one day that I was in there, I gained, I think, 60 subscribers, but within 48 to 72 hours, 50 of those subscribers had unsubscribed from me, and it was using that sub for sub technique. Like I said, stay away from it. If you want to legitimately grow your YouTube channel, follow some of the techniques of the larger YouTubers. You actually have to put work into it. You actually have to create quality content. Take time, if you're uploading gaming videos, take time to actually edit the videos down. Don't just live stream it on Twitch and then stick the live stream on YouTube. That does not work out. That's how I did it at first, because I didn't have any other method to do it. Now I edit my videos down. I have an intro. A lot of times I'll add in music. There are tons and tons of music sites that are copyright free, that you won't get copyright strikes for using the music, and the music itself is free. You just have to dig for it a little bit. The vlogs, if you do vlogs, I'm not the best vlogger. It's not something I do consistently. You know, make sure the vlogs are not too long, but long enough that it has some sort of meaning. Try and figure out who your audience is. Now, granted, my channel is a little bit all over the place because I'm trying to figure out my audience. You know, I've got a few vlogs, I've got mostly gaming videos, I've tossed in some drone footage. So my channel, yes, is a little bit all over the place, but with a low number of subscribers, that's okay, because you're still trying to figure out your audience. Once you grow and you gain your, 1,000 or more subscribers, at that point you can see what your audience is, or what your audience is going to be, and you can tailor your content to that audience at that point. Another way to grow your channel, actually, and this one's a little bit iffy because some people like it, some people don't. You want to be very, very careful with it, but that is using subreddits or using Reddits. The key to that is not just to spam the subreddits that you're following, or the subreddits that have something to actually do with your channel. Videos is a good one, YouTube is a good one. There's some that are titled things like grow your channel or gain YouTube views. Those are nothing but people posting, and you get absolutely no views and no subscribers from it. What you need to do is, for example, a lot of the videos I upload in gaming are from Forza, mainly Forza 6. Use that as a tool. So I will post a new video in the Forza 6, and you have to make the title interesting, but don't spam that. Limit your uploads or limit your post to once a week. And if you post that video in the Forza thread, for example, don't post it anywhere else. Only post it in that thread, because people can click on your username. They can see, oh man, this guy's spammed this video 40 times in 40 different subreddits. You can get banned, you can get blocked. They'll end up taking it down, and it won't do you any good. So be very, very careful on where you post your videos on Reddit, but it can be used as a tool. One tool that didn't work for me is social media. The people that I am friends with, or former high school friends, or co-workers, whatever you want to call it, the people that you will see on Facebook or Twitter, things like that, for my crowd, it doesn't work. For yours, it may be different, but always make sure that you post your videos on social media. I do post on Twitter. I don't have a lot of followers on Twitter. Maybe one day I will, and at that point, then it may make a difference. But I get very, very few views from Twitter and from social media. It's not a strong platform for me, but again, for you, it may be. So overall, really, the best advice that I can give, if you want to be successful on YouTube, is try to create something different. Try to create content that's not the same as everybody else's. This day and time, that is really hard because there are so many content creators on YouTube. But it is possible to create something different. It's possible to be different than everybody else. Another tip that I would have is look and see what some of the bigger YouTubers do, maybe their styles, and don't copy them, but maybe try to improve upon what they've done, or improve upon a YouTuber whose content you do like. But again, don't copy. Being an exact copy of another YouTuber is not something that'll create success. Equipment, that's another big one. Equipment is not the most important thing in the world. You don't have to go out and buy a $7,000 vlogging camera and a $600 tripod and gimbal. That's definitely not something that you need. You don't need a $500 microphone. I'm recording this with, I've got a little mini tripod I'm holding that I think I paid $2 for. I'm recording on a Samsung Note, and I've got a $10 microphone. You don't need the highest end equipment just to be successful on YouTube. That's not something that's required. And then don't do the sub for sub. Don't go out and beg and cry and whine for subscribers. That doesn't work. Yes, ask your viewers for a subscribe and a follow and a like in every video, or in the comment section of every video, or in your channel description. But don't go out and spam other YouTubers. Don't spam Reddit. Don't spam Twitter and Facebook for subscribers. That does nothing but just turn people off or end up blocking you. And then don't try the sub for sub game again. That just hurts your channel. Just go out there, create something different, create something that you enjoy, and that is the biggest key. If you don't enjoy it, if it's not something that you want to do, then don't force it. You cannot force it. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed, is the YouTubers that are successful don't seem to be forced. They're not forcing their videos. They're not forcing the content. They're not forcing a script. It just seems natural. So that's what I've got. That is the keys to being successful on YouTube. But number one is you've got to be patient. You've got to earn those subscribers. You've got to earn those views. If you look at the bigger YouTubers, if you look at Boogie, if you look at Casey Neistat, if you look at the Logan brothers, which I don't like their content, if you look at PewDiePie, they were patient. Everybody started out small at some point. That's what you've got to do. Follow some other channels, be active on social media, comment on other people's channels. That'll get you noticed. Not quickly, but it'll get you a subscriber here and there. And when I say comment on other channels, make a comment that's legitimate to the actual source of the video. Don't ask for subscribers. Don't come back with, hey, come check out my channel. Make a comment that is a legitimate comment on the video. You enjoyed the video, you disliked the video. Let them know that you actually watched the content of the video by making your comment relevant to the subject of the video. I think one of the most difficult challenges that people run into with YouTube is the time factor. What you see is the big YouTubers, obviously, that is all they do is YouTube. So they can put in, their 8, 10, 12 hours a day strictly on YouTube. Whereas for me, myself, I work a full-time job, 40, 50 hours a week, and have a family that I support, wife and a daughter. So when you run into that, you've got to allow for family time, you've got to allow for work. That doesn't leave a whole lot of time every single day for the actual required time that is needed, or the required effort that is needed to produce a full-time YouTube channel, to produce videos, to edit videos, to film videos every single day. So that is a big key, and that's another reason that patience is so important when it comes to YouTube, because you're not going to make it overnight. Some folks do get lucky and get that one viral video, but what you will see is, though they just pick and saw away little bit by little bit and try and gain enough subscribers, and eventually one day, hopefully, you've put enough effort into it when you can in your spare time and your downtime, and at that point you will be able to make a sustainable income from YouTube. But that's the key, the patience. You have to be patient with it. You can't jump on and cheat the system. You can't jump on and go sub for sub, because it does nothing but hurt you. You can't troll. If you troll and spam and beg and cry and whine for subscribers, that just ends up getting you hurt. People will disrespect that. The YouTube community doesn't forget things. A perfect example of that, of YouTube not forgetting things, is the Daddy of Five situation. You know, he's got another gaming channel apparently, and he may be back up again, but he's never going to be to where he was with the previous channel that he had, with the prank channel or whatever it was. I call it a child abuse channel. He won't be there again. YouTube doesn't forget. The big YouTubers, they won't let you forget. So again, patience. Patience is the absolute key to making it on YouTube. Other than that, that's everything that I've got that I've noticed that works for the bigger YouTubers. Hasn't necessarily worked for me because I haven't been doing it near as long as these guys have. But you know, maybe one day it'll pay off. You never know. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do something now that I suggested, but you don't do it too often. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to share it, go ahead and share it. I'm not going to complain if you do. And then hit that subscribe button down underneath this video. That'll help me out. But again, only subscribe if you like the content. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. If you want to check out some really good, really well produced, really well thought out channels, I'm going to list some below. Also, check out the links that I have on my homepage for YouTube. The channels that I watch the most are listed in there for everybody to check out. But I will put some links down below for the channels that I watch the most, the channels that I enjoy. Some small channels, some are some large channels. Hopefully you'll check them out. Hopefully you'll like their content, and I can get those guys some traffic because they are really well produced channels. So check it out. Look down below and see what you think.